There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only... Oh my god! No!
Andra's dead. This was no accident.
What happened? Who did this? It's all gone. The city. My home. Right. We should be a moving target. In case anyone comes for us next. We have to check on the others. At least let me find quickly. Any survivors would have evacuated to the farms north of town.
A city up in flames? You tell me who your coin is on.
Yeah. I can't believe this. What you smell is the workshop going up in flames. Our books, our chemicals. Our machines. Many of those inventions were originals from the Valian republics. One of a kind, irreplaceable. I don't know why I'm dwelling on that. We lost more than our work.
Your work was you're about to mourn it.
I hope everyone is alright. Animators know how to plan for an emergency. We've never seen one like this. If anything happened to Quilici, I don't know what I'd do.
Let's get to the farms. If there's trouble, we can help.
Again and again, they strike.
It's the envoy! Wishes have proud! One for you! Hey! Over here!
That works.
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada.
There's the city. What's left of it. Gods, who could do this to us?
So many years.
Who could burn us out like rats and call it a victory? Motherfuckers. I don't know how we recover. Our past is in those flames. Our history. Everything we are.
Not as long as there are people.
Next one's mine!
He died saving me. I owe him my life.
Protect the envoy. They made it out! Oh, thank the gods. Thank the gods. I needed that. I needed to see them so badly. It felt like I couldn't breathe.
Take a few more deep breaths. We're not going anywhere.
Rabbits in a burrow.
These people are looking for leadership, a sense of direction. We should find Kulichi.
Envoy? Oh, thank goodness. For a moment there...
As if you don't already know.
Ignacy.
Why should I be calm?
The Steel Garrote are hardly his.
They offered us no negotiation, no peaceful terms. Just Your Inquisitor is determined to burn out anyone who doesn't conform to it.
We agree on one thing.
That sort of thinking is precisely why my father fled the Valian republics.
This attack was meant to weaken us. No doubt they will tell us. What of your research into the Dream Scourge?
I may have spoken in haste before.
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our farms.
Are you being sick?
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch. And You must understand. I hoped against reason that she might recover. But her mind grew as blind. To face reality would mean upending my sit. I'm so...
Don't waste your apologies on me.
I don't expect your forgiveness. But I will do whatever you have to say.
You want me to do the talking? The evidence is clear. The Living Lands is on the edge of an ecological... We may know the origin of the Dream Scourge. By following it back to the source, perhaps we can reverse the depth. Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more about its nature...
But this is madness. When I said I was Kulichi, tell him...
Envoy.
You have no idea what this thing is. But now you're...
He may be compelled by his godlike nature. It would be wise not to question such things. First the Dream Scourge, then the Steel Garrote, and now... what does this god of yours want us to do?
This is no time for a theological discussion. We can't
There is no reason to stay. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only...
No. Exactly. As long as we are animancers, the adherents will pursue us to the ends of the... Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice animancy freely. We can't gamble with our existence. The political climate
is unpredictable, and that's why it has a chance to...
When did you grow a spine,
Who says I have? Take care in your travels, Giada.
My days of subterfuge are behind me. Be the leader of these people.
What of you, Envoy? Where does the hunt for the...
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting...
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita and I... If you're looking for the garden, you're already aware that I...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia...
Right. Layman's terms. Well, to make a long story short, I think I can... Which is in Shatterscarp. So we've got to get there before Fuhrer went up in flames. That garrote Wait. If they know as much as... Oh, no. I've got to warn Temerity. You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp.
Ugh, what a whirlwind. God, I love that tiny... I would be surprised if your journey were that uncomplicated.
For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend, and a bad influence.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp. It's guarded...
Then we should approach carefully. They'll be on their guard after...
I'll make sure they grant you safe passage.
Exploring the Living Lands with a friend. What more could I ask for?
Back to Shatterscarp.
It's you. I thought they were lying. You step in now, when the fires are dim. Forgive me. Yes, I know. I'll be straight with you. The steel Garrot's cap, it wasn't enough to burn her. She'll let you. A relic of old Valia. I don't know its action. My young nephews, the captain gutted him and looted his ring. I left pity. I want that command. You'll find her at the east. I warn you. Bring back the... I should... Damn the adherents. Damn this...
Soldiers by the watch.
Envoy, what are you doing here? Our report said you were still in I wish it hadn't come to that, but the Furians gave us no
Give me one reason why I shouldn't tear your...
Because one wrong move from you and my soldiers... Now, state your business. Oh, and I killed one sentry. I'm not going to answer for the rest. You come here as an agent of Adia's will, and you challenge very well.
Stop right there! Weapon's not doing the job! Your turn,
On your right! Who's next? Anyone?
You heard Vidal. This settlement is done for.
This settlement is our home. I can't believe you're
Is it done? Is the captain dead? I knew I could trust you. My family will never hear. But at least we have something. The gods favor you.
Rebuilding has begun! From the ashes, your will rise!
Patience, I'm almost ready. Please.
We'll see!
Nice! We make a good squad.
I'd always heard they're more scared of us than we understand.
Let's finish this.
Let's see what you got.
Look out! Behind you! Gather round!
Give me a target. Coming! Watch your back!
Never had a chance. We needed a break anyway. Let's have a look in that cave. Up there on the cliff.
What's the target? What am I hitting? Aim where? Where's my mark?
That was a very elaborate plan. I'm glad we put an end to it.
You know, it's almost comforting to smell Zarops at this point.
Hey! Stop over here!
Couldn't have done it better. That'll show him.
I'd like a moment of your time, if you please. From one adherent to another. Now, that isn't the warm welcome I expected. The Inquisitor told me you were a beat. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was
You irredeemable.
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get... One might argue they brought it on themselves. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology.
Bring us her severed head.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret... Doesn't it? One way or another, Fuel Messiverno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic...
What right do you have to cast...
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do... Fuel Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing. Ludwig's the one you need to convince. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Quite the opposite. The Steel Garrote bring reason to a... Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential. You don't want to get between her and the fate. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emeralds... Perceptive. Maybe Ludwig was right. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that...
You don't have to answer that.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome...
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. That's a matter of perspective. Ludwig is keeping her dark impulses in check. It could have been far, far messier. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. No need to keep you any longer. Let's You know, there's a...
Let's make this a battle to
Sorry, it'll be...
Your armor's too weak here. just getting warmed up.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground. You're not the one who should be apologizing. I will not forget Fiorme Siverna. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge, do you think Ludwig will try some? I hope you're right. Thirdborners are tough by nature. More than a few have seen their share of battle. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary. Add to that a motley assortment of... But rumor has it something's amiss. People wandering into the desert never... Their bodies and minds twisted, corrupted. Some confused and disoriented like Belena, others violent like Adelaro.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Easier said than done, especially when we're not entirely sure what we're looking for.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge. Yatsli is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsli can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions? Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant! Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden's
Did you get anything? In other words, nothing we didn't already know. Well, at least we tried. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek, but I'll take it over nothing. Good thinking. We don't want to push the limits of your spiritual endurance.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to third.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Parrot.
Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Tama lost his badge. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost.
Get some rest. Sleep is good. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fiorme Siverno. No need to question it anymore. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.
You smell death here.
Listen to me. Look here. Can you focus on my voice?
Someone gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
Too many. Not even counting. Another Adiran, Kutabao.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a...
It was a bloodbath. Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too. Protecting your...
Yes. How heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran.
Unfortunately, yes. As far as we've been able to determine by us.
In all their military. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and...
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go... Not an encouraging...
At least you have your guard up. Maybe you'll even make it...
At ease. The Envoy's more than capable, and I know my way around Shatterscarp. Even if it's...
Look, Envoy. Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Just...
Good luck, Envoy.
They're not fighting over territory, they're fighting over who's suffered the most.
Third bonus. Ah, welcome to the shit, and at least they're not coming out of the fucking...
Nothing is spared this plague. Neither the land...
Aye, a living nightmare. They swarmed just like... What kind of feet have you got? We're talking... Aye, gods be with you, Envoy.
Clearing out dream-scourged spiders.